Recently I came across a word on the internet. It's called Forgetaholic. I do not know where did the word come from or whether this is a real word or not. But this word stayed inside my mind so deeply that I have a lot of thoughts about that. Because it reminded me of a period of time many years ago, and at that time I was very forgetful. I'm not talking about academically or the kind of forgetful that makes you fail your exam or you miss the deadline, but I'm talking about a different kind of forgetful. It's between people and connections. For a period of time, I stopped remembering about details of other people, their favorite food, their favorite drinks, their favorite color, or even their birthday. The smaller details that you would remember if you really care about someone. But the strange thing is that I wasn't born this way. I used to remember everything. When someone I care casually mentioned what is their favorite food, their favorite drink, I would try my best to remember. I don't have good memories, but because I cared, so I will do all my best to remember things that they like. And maybe that is what intimacy is about. It's not about the grand gesture or the confession, but all these small things that is enough to make a person feel seen. Because all we want is to be seen, not generally, but actually specifically. To have someone remembering about small things that no one else could remember. But somewhere along the way, something changed. I stopped remembering things on purpose because I realized something. The more you know someone, the harder it is to lose them. And when you are so emotionally invested into someone else, then you remember all the little things about them, the restaurants that you guys go to, the favorite place to be on Sunday morning, their coffee order, all these things that once made you smile and fell in love could become things that haunt you the most at night if things didn't go well. So throughout the journey, I adapted. I stopped asking questions and I also stopped remembering details. Even if people tell me what's their favorite things, I will not actively try to remember it. I started treating people like a passing conversation than a chapter, because chapter hurts when it ends. If I don't remember enough, I can avoid the pain. At least that was my theory, and that was my way to defend myself. The problem with such defense mechanism is that they also keep you away from real connection, because forgetting is natural. Think about the people that mean the most to you. The chances are they remember details about you, because from my perspective, remembering is one of the purest form of affection there is. And if you remember details about someone else, it's simply just saying that I care about you enough to know every little details about you. So when you stop trying to remember things, your relationship is going to be at surface level and there's no deep connection behind. I thought I was protecting myself from heartbreak, but what I was actually doing here is just to avoid intimacy. And there's a difference, because intimacy requires memory. It requires you to be vulnerable with another person. It requires allowing another person to occupy space in your mind and also giving another person the ability to affect how you feel. And that is always risky because there's no guarantee. And maybe that is what makes a connection meaningful in the first place. Maybe the goal was never to avoid pain, because avoiding pain is easier than you think. You stop caring, you stop remembering, you build a wall inside your heart, and eventually you realize avoiding pain does not equal to happiness. And lately I've been thinking about the older version of me that remember everything, the version that cared too much. I thought he was naive, but now I think he was brave. Because to remember someone is a risk, to care about someone so deeply is vulnerable. But maybe a beautiful life is impossible without taking risk. The moment that hurts us the most is the moment that makes us feel alive. And forgetting was never the solution. It was just a temporary shelter, a place for you to hide while you heal. Because to me, I think as human we are not supposed to be forgetaholic, but actually to remember things, even if it hurts sometimes, and especially if it hurts I'm Florin, a 4th-year dental student and an artist in my free time. I love to share my thoughts, and I would love to know your thoughts as well. I will see you in the next one.